When I'm out in the community, I see Pam everywhere. I've seen her at community fundraisers. I've seen her at community events with her kids. She's a vital contributor to our community.
She's just impressive and, always positive, always forward moving, trying to navigate this kind of dual challenge that energy companies have in these difficult political times and getting everybody in the business to contribute positively. And she's just marvelous at that.
She makes a very difficult job look extraordinarily easy. And she does so with professionalism and grace and compassion.
She's a connector, she's a bridge builder, and just her ability to bring people who might not ordinarily see, eye to eye, her ability to facilitate those conversations is incredible.
I'm Pam Brady, and I work at BP Cherry Point Refinery. I really enjoy working there. Great people and a great environment. I grew up in Snohomish County and came to Western Washington University to get a degree in journalism in the early 90s and loved living in this community. And now, of course, I have a family and we're raising our family here. I just love the quality of life here. We have mountain biking right outside our house. We can go ski at Mount Baker on the weekends. Our life isn't dictated by traffic. It's dictated by all the other things that we can find to fill it up with, which means more time with family, more time with friends. I always was interested in politics. I started working early on for a public affairs firm in Bellevue, and I got to do some campaign work as well. I got to do media buying and learned that side of the business. So it was really my first job that helped me develop a network of people that I still call upon today. And I think about all the people that have helped me in my career and helped me along and gave me a hand up when I needed it. And it's very dear to me, and I try to do the same for people who I work with at BP. It's an honor and a privilege. I don't get to have a job like this without having been brought along by so many people in my community along the way. I think being involved in the community is really just about counting your blessings and giving back. My favorite author is an author named Barbara Kingsolver, and she wrote a phrase in my favorite book, The Poisonwood Bible, and it's, "I've seen how you can't learn anything when you're trying to look like the smartest person in the room." And I always thought that was a very good way to think about yourself in any sort of corporate situation. How much are you trying to learn if you're the one who feels like you have to continue to control the conversation? I really value that perspective, and I try to make sure that when I'm in a meeting with people or meeting people one-on-one that we're taking the time to really explore everybody's contribution. Sometimes it's the quietest voice in the room who has the most to contribute if they just are sort of given the space to do that. So I think it gets back to the inclusiveness question. Are we creating inclusive environments? And I think often we have to try a little extra hard to do that. Maybe one day we'll never have to think about it again because it won't, inclusivity isn't something that we're trying to achieve. It's more the way we work. But I think right now we have to make extra effort to be inclusive and to overcome our own biases in that way.
When you work around Pam, you just can't help but want to try to be a little bit of a better person. Pam doesn't, I don't think, have a mean bone in her body. She doesn't yearn for the spotlight. What she seeks is a good solution. And I think, sometimes, if you can recognize those people that would never seek it out for themselves, that'd be pretty great.